Hello there, this is Dr. Nick, and I just wanted to put together a quick little video on Dit Da Jow. And let's call it Dit Da Jow 101. There's a lot of misconceptions about Dit Da Jow out there. You know, what it's used for, the benefits of it, how to make it, how to apply it, things of that nature. So I just want to go over a few things real quick with you so you have a little bit better understanding about Dit Da Jow. What you're looking at here is a kit that we're putting together right now for a customer that we sell at eastmeetswest.com. And one important factor in buying a Dit Da Jow kit is that you buy a kit that's made fresh for you. It's not sitting around on some shelf. The main reason for that is there's quite a few herbs in Dit Da Jow that are extremely aromatic. And if they're sitting out on a shelf, they lose its potency. For example, this is real camphor. It's not synthetic, it's real camphor. Extremely powerful, extremely aromatic, and very, very important in a Dit Da Jow kit for moving chi. But if it's sitting out or sitting in a package waiting to be sold, it loses its potency extremely fast. So that's why we make the kits per order for our customers. They're not sitting around on some shelf. We even take it a step further in that besides the herbs being stored in an airtight container, most of them are kept in a freezer. And the reason for that is herbs like this one, this is Hung Hua, which is another herb that's used for moving chi, moving blood, healing injuries. Hung Hua has a tendency to permit infestation of little insects. And this herb here, Dongguai, if you notice the little orifices here, this herb here will also breed insects. Years ago, I remember a few customers telling me they had purchased some kits and they opened up the package, they had little insects crawling out of these little orifices. Well, that's a big no-no. So that's why you should keep them in the freezer prior to making them. So there's no chance at all that there's anything could be in the herb itself to hurt the Dit Da Jow kit. Another important factor in the kit is when you make it, the herbs should be in a glass jar of some type or a glass vessel. Years ago, I don't know if you could see this. This is a clay jar. This particular one here is used for tea. But years, when you're talking about 1,000 years ago plus, they used to get a huge clay vessel like that, make the Dit Da Jow and bury it underground, and make it as airtight as possible. Well, today we have the luxury of glass and the luxury of an airtight lid for it. And that's what you would need to make a Dit Da Jow kit. Airtight glass jar and vodka or gin. I think vodka works better, so I always recommend that, but vodka or gin are two of the best alcohol mediums to use to extract all the alkaloidal constituents out of the herbs to make it extremely powerful. Years past, they used to use rice wine, but they would bury it underground, like I said, for years and years and years, and it would do the job. Today, we don't have the patience to wait, so we want it now. So vodka will do the job the quickest, better than any other type of alcohol. Don't use rubbing alcohol that evaporates too quickly, won't penetrate the skin very well. Grain alcohol, that's just a waste. Buy whatever vodka's on sale and use that. Generally, if you're going to make a gallon, this kit here will work up to a gallon of Dit Da Jow liquid. You would purchase, let's say, two 1.75 liter bottles of vodka and maybe a small little pint, and that's almost a gallon. You're going to use a little bit less, because when you make the Dit Da Jow kit, what you're going to do is you're going to take all these herbs, you're going to put them in a glass jar, then you're going to pour the alcohol to about 2 or 3 inches from the top to give you some room so you can shake it. And once you add the herbs to the jar, once you add the alcohol, and then you tighten the lid, then you're gonna shake it. The first week you're gonna shake it several times a day, every day, several times a day. and then keep it in a dark, cool space. Could be on the in the pantry, in the lower cabinet, out of the sunlight. The second week, you're gonna maybe just do it once a day. And the third week, yeah, you're going to do it maybe a couple times a week. And then after that, maybe once or twice a week. The bare minimum of time that's needed to make a Dit Da Jow kit is 4 to 6 weeks. At that point, if you need to use the Dit Da Jow, what you can do is you can take a little bit out of the big jar and put it into a small little glass jar for your training purposes. And then you're going to keep the bulk stored and shake it periodically. But the longer this sits in the alcohol, the more powerful it becomes. I have had customers who've had them stored, and myself included, for years. And you put it on a bruise, and the bruise is gone in a day. That's how fast it works, because it's so powerful. It heals injuries extremely fast the longer it sits. But in 4 to 6 weeks, you can get a pretty good Dit Da Jow, but you're just going to take a little bit out, like I said, put in a small jar and use that. Now when you apply Dit Da Jow, I don't know if you could see this, you're going to apply it on the injured area. Let's say this is the injured area, and then you're going to rub away from the body. You're going to rub in one direction away, because that's the way the chi is flowing to the body. And so you want the chi to move, because chi will heal your injury. And the blood the blood flows with the chi. So if there's an injury, that usually means a chi stagnation. So by applying the Dit Da Jow, you're going to move the chi and move the blood, and the injury will heal. Now, besides bruises and blood stasis and blood stagnation, Dit Da Jow is great for all types of injuries, from sprained knees, sprained ankles, wrists. Of course, we mentioned bruises. It's great for people who bruise extremely easy, because it strengthens the underlying blood vessels. And a little bit for arthritis relief, because it's moving the chi, moving the energy. So it's great to have around, believe me. I've had customers who are in the trades, from carpenters to plumbers, who've hit themselves with a hammer or a wrench and have applied the Dit Da Jow, and boom, injuries healed in no time. Compared to if they didn't use it, it could be weeks. So it is extremely powerful and great to have around. I think that covers pretty much what I wanted to explain to you about Dit Da Jow. Of course, if you have any other questions, feel free to call me at eastmeetswest.com, or you can send us an email. Be more than happy to answer any of your questions. I will put together another video on our iron palm formula, which is great if you're practicing any type of iron palm techniques where there's repetitive contact. Could be with your fist, could be with your shin, what have you. What that does is strengthens the tendons, strengthens the bones, and it makes your hands or whatever part of your body almost like iron. So you can really train harder without worrying about hurting yourself. So thank you, and have a happy holiday.